Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously, in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical. You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be.
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The run inside. It's Cobb. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. offense.
And this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
Here's a give to Washington. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Flushed out of the pocket. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be designed runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Under fire. Managed slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to you?
Maybe some room here at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Barney. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Intercepted, a first half turnover. turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Runs through the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Brown will throw it. On the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll send the back in motion. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Touchdown, Tigers! Roll his way into the end zone.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Lots of running room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
Makes the grab in their space.
Man, every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. At the 35, he's open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. He's got it. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Looking to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
On the move at the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Motion from the wide receiver. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Brown wants to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Cobb. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Huskers will have it first and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Calandria. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his 4th interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
On the ground, it's Cobb. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got the quick pass. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Into the house. Touchdown, Auburn. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Marshall, taking on the number 23 team, the James Madison Dukes.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes... have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And it's the Herd with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They now sit at a sterling 5-0 on the season, keeping their unbeaten streak going. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
That's caught. It's Cobb. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Cobb. Finding some room. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out. Let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Brown will throw it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he's not going to take the touchback. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Turning it on! They'll mark him out of bounds a big run, creating a little space for this offense.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He'll try to do it himself. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. I'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. With the catch, it's Johnson. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Brown wants to pass. Using the quick game. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game
might have a chance. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Brown will throw it. Looking for the score. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Goes high to pull it in. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Keeps looking downfield. Finds his man. It's Nelson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Line gets set. 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. He's got the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Cornhuskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! He got it right inside the pylon.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Might be changing the route. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a disappointing play if you're on offense, I think, because you've got the lead. The defense knows you're going to run it. So it's understandable that you're not going to break off a 50-yard home run, but you've got to stay in the field of play. You cannot run out of bounds and stop the game clock at this juncture.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Reads it, fires complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Running the red zone, it's Cobb. Could be an alley. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
Auburn trying to work this clock down. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Coming out with it, it's Mills. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Quarterback moving. Makes the grab, it's Ives. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He goes right back to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Going back to the well, another deep ball. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.